get started, sitting in simple cross-legged pose. Begin to inhale and exhale through your nose. Measuring the length of your inhale. And exhaling for equal length. Bring your left hand down by your side. Reach for the ceiling with your right hand. Exhale. Come over for a side bend. Inhale, coming back up. Change sides. Inhale, coming back up. Bring the soles of your feet together. Bringing your hands behind you, coming up on your fingertips. Inhale. Exhale, flattening your hands out for a gentle back bend. Inhale, coming back up. Exhale, gentle forward fold. Inhale, coming back up. Simple cross-legged pose, sitting tall. Inhale. Exhale, twist to your left. Inhale, coming back to center. Exhale, over to the other side. Inhale, coming back to center. Change the cross of your legs. Bring your left hand in behind your lower shoulder blades. Bring the other hand over the top. Clasp your hands together or use a strap if you can't clasp them together. Release. Change sides. Release. Coming on to all fours for tabletop. Hands directly underneath your shoulders, fingers spread wide, knees about hips distance apart. Inhale. Release your spine inwards, bring your gaze forward for cow. Exhale. Roll your spine up, pull out from the belly button, press your palms into the mat, tuck your tailbone under. That's cat. Now we're going back to cow. And just continuing the movement with your own breath. Inhale, coming back to a flat back. Exhale, left shoulder to left hip. Inhale, back to center. Exhale, over to the other side. Inhale, back to center. And just moving back and forth with your own breath. Inhale, coming back to center. Take your left leg straight out behind you. Walk your right hand out in front, lift it up off the floor. Reach your fingertips and toes away from each other. Now exhale, bring the knee into the chest, elbow alongside the body. Inhale, expand. Exhale, bring it in. Inhale, expand outwards, and just continuing. Inhale, expand outwards. Release down. Change sides. Exhale, bring it in. Expand and just continue it. Inhale, expand outwards. Release down. Child's pose. Come up to all fours. Hands directly underneath your shoulders. Knees about hips distance apart, tuck your toes under. Inhale, lift your knees up off the mat for a bent leg downward facing dog. Very slowly, begin to straighten your legs, coming to a full down dog. Walk your feet forward. Just a standing forward fold, feet about hips distance apart. Take your hands to the opposite elbow for a ragdoll. Draping your body from the hip crease. Take as much of a bend in the knees as you need to release your hamstrings. Release your hands to the mat, bring your feet together, big toes touching. Very slowly rolling yourself up to Tadasana. Take your shoulders short. Take your right hand, reach for the ceiling, left hand by your side. Exhale, come over for a side bend. Inhale, coming up. Change sides. hands to your hip crease, standing tall. Exhale, roll forward. Release your hands to the mat. Step back, one foot followed by the other, high plank. Hands directly underneath your shoulders, fingers spread wide. Release your knees to the mat, lowering yourself all the way down to the mat. Inhale, use your back muscles only, peel your chest up off the mat. Exhale, release down. Push to all fours, down dog. Walk your feet forward. Standing forward fold. Inhale, soup up. Bow forward. Hands to the mat, step back. High plank. Chaturanga Tandasana, low plank. Keep the elbows tight to the body. Hover for just a moment, and then release. Inhale, use the arms to scoop through into a king cobra. Lifting your chin, soft elbows. Exhale, release down. Push to all fours, down dog. Bringing your feet together, big toes touching. Inhale, lifting your right leg. Bend the knee, roll open to the side. Three-legged dog. Inhale, coming back to center. Release your foot down. Change sides. Come back to center. Release your foot down. Looking between your hands. Step forward with your left foot, followed by your right. Inhale, swoop up. Bow forward. Hands to the mat. Step back. High plank. Now we're going to call this sequence A. So, we're going to lower down to low plank, and then you have a choice. Up dog or cobras. So, cobras or up dog. We're going to call this whole thing sequence A, by the way. Up dog. Now we're going to go down dog. Now you have a choice. You can walk or you can step your feet forward. Standing forward fold. Inhale, swoop up. Hands to your heart center, pause. That's sequence A. Now, interlace your fingers, press your palms away. Take the arms up and overhead. Feet about hips distance apart. Exhale, side bend to your left. Twist to your right. Inhale, coming up. Exhale, over to the other side. Inhale, coming back up. Feet together, hands to your heart center. Bow forward. Hands to the mat, stepping back for warrior one. So that means we want our feet on two separate tracks, left to right, and we want a fairly narrow base, front to back. So we keep our hips square to the front of our mat. Take the arms up and overhead. Interlace the fingers, steeple the pointer fingers. Squeeze the biceps in as you pull the arms back towards the ears. Bring the front knee over the front ankle, pressing strongly into the back heel. Virabhadrasana 1. Humble warrior. Bring the hands to the lower back. Interlace the fingers there. Tip forward over the front leg, wrapping the arms overhead. Back to warrior one. Begin to straighten your front leg, keeping a soft knee. Release your hands to the front thigh. Pyramid. Revolve triangle. Left hand to the outside of your front ankle, right hand to the lower back. Hands to the mat, step back. High plank, sequence A. Bow forward. Hands to the mat. Warrior one on the other side. Humble warrior. Warrior one. Pyramid. Revolve triangle. Hands to the mat. High plank. Sequence A. Bow forward. Hands to the mat. Stepping back about one leg's distance, heels in one line for triangle. Heels in one line. Bring the arms up to parallel. Straighten the front leg, keeping a soft knee. Exhale to shift the upper body forward and then come down. Trikonasana. If your neck is healthy, I want you to gaze at the upper hand. Spreading your fingers wide. Inhale, coming up. Take the back hand, slide it down your thighs. You scoop the front arm. Keep pulling the elbow in towards the body. Crescent moon. Half moon. Crescent moon. Crescent moon. Inhale, coming back up. Turn your feet so they're parallel to the short edges. Hands to the hip crease. Stand nice and tall. Inhale. And exhale, roll forward. Release your hands to the mat. Turn your fingers so they point in towards the body, wrists point away, gazing in between your arms. Standing wide-legged forward fold with a carpal tunnel stretch. Softening your knees, bringing yourself up. Turn your feet to the corner of your mat. Bring the arms up like goalposts. Pull back on the elbows, sinking into your seat. Inhale, lifting your right heel. Release. Left heel. Release. Back to the right. Release. Left. Release. Sinking any amount lower. Inhale, lifting both heels at the same time. Ooh, here we go. Shalyasana. Come up on your tiptoes a little higher. Release your heels down. Straightening your legs, straightening the arms. 5-pointed star. chest right up. Arms down. Turn the face forward. Hands to the mat. Step back. High plank. Sequence 8. Bow forward. Hands to the mat. Step back. Triangle on the other side. Crescent moon. Coming up. Turn yourself so your feet are parallel to the short edges of your mat. Hands at the hip crease. Stand tall. Inhale. Roll forward. Hands to the mat. Wrists touching, fingertips pointed away from each other. Gazing in between your arms in a standing three-legged tabletop. Inhale. Exhale. Take the right hand to the ceiling. If your neck is healthy, I want you to follow your hand up with your gaze. Inhale, come back to center. Focus your gaze right behind you. Exhale, over to the left. Inhale, coming back to center. Exhale, back to the right. And just continue flowing back and forth with your own breath. Inhale, coming back to center. Softening your knees, bringing yourself up. Turn your feet to the corners of your mat, arms up like goalposts, sinking into your seat. Release your hands to your thighs. Inhale. Exhale, right shoulder, left knee. Inhale, come up. Exhale, over to the other side. Inhale, coming up. And just moving back and forth with your own breath. Inhale, coming back to center. Straightening your legs, bring the arms up, five-pointed star. Reach out in all directions. Arms down. Turn the face forward, hands to the mat. High plank. Sequence A. Walker step forward. Inhale, swoop up. Hands to your heart center. Pause. Tree. So you're going to take your left foot to your right ankle, calf, or thigh. Use side. The only rule is no pressure on the standing knee. Handstand Anjali Mudra. Now take your arms up. Have them come about shoulders distance apart. Roll your wrists one way. Roll them the other. Pause. flick your fingers 3 times. Bring your hands back together. Anjali Mudra. Release your foot down. Change sides. Hands to Anjali Mudra. Take the arms up. It's time to take them really, really, really wide, like tree branches. Palms face up, forearms face up. Bring your hands back together. Anjali Mudra. Release your foot down. Inhale, take the arms up and overhead. Bow forward. Hands to the mat. Stepping back with your left foot about 1 leg's distance, popping up on the ball of your foot, bringing yourself up for high lunge. Now, bring the hands to Anjali Mudra. Take the arms up and overhead. Palms come about shoulders distance apart. They face each other for horse. Hands to your heart center. Tip forward. Twist. Left elbow to the right knee. Come back to center. Back to horse. Hands to the mat. Step back. High plank. Side plank to your left, so you're going to roll to the side, taking the right hand up. If your neck is healthy, gaze at the upper hand. High plank. Chaturanga Tandasana. Push back up. Side plank to the other side. High plank. Sequence A. Bow forward. Hands to the mat. Step back with your right foot this time into a high lunge. Ooh. I might get some sunshine here in Victoria today. Nice. I can see it out the corner of my eye coming up. Horse. Hands to the mat. Step back. High plank. Sequence A. Hands to your heart center. Pause. So, dancer. Take your right arm up. Grab a hold of your left foot. Begin to reach forward and kick back simultaneously. Inhale, coming up. Release down. Change sides. Inhale, coming back up. Release your foot down. Inhale, take the arms up and overhead. Bring them to your heart center. Feet come out to about hips distance apart. Feet are turned out a little bit like a duck. We're going to squat. So I want you to sink straight down the center line of your body, keeping your heels connected to the mat as you do so. Begin. Whoop. Just like that, even with sound effects. Press the elbows into the knees. Hands to the mat, step back, high plank. Lower your knees to the mat, bring yourself all the way down. Bend your knees. Grab a hold of the tops of your feet or your ankles. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Kicking strongly into your hands, lifting your thighs up off the mat. Bow. Come up as high as you can. Release down. Hands to either side of your chest, baby or king cobra. Exhale, release down. Push to all fours. Down dog. Release your knees to the mat. Camel. So coming up onto your knees, you can either have your toes tucked under or your feet flattened out, hands to imaginary jean pockets. Begin to lean back. Release your hands to your heels or ankles or floor. Do not drop your head back. Lifting your chest up while your upper body is draped backwards. Inhale, coming up. Back to down dog. Release your knees to the mat. Bring your legs out in front of you. Take your left leg out at a 45-degree angle. Tuck your right foot into your thigh. Inhale, sit up nice and tall. Turn to face your leg. Exhale. Come forward for a gentle seated single leg forward fold. Your extended foot is still active, so you're pulling back on the foot. Toes are pointing to the ceiling. Hands are either on your thigh or you can bring them to either side of your shin. Just don't want to feel anything in the lower back, but you should feel some stretch along the back side of the leg. Going back up, change sides. Bringing yourself down onto your back. Bring your soles of your feet in as close to your seat as possible, arms by your side. Inhale, lifting your hips. Bring your hands underneath your back, clasp your hands together. Roll to one side to tuck the shoulder, roll to the other side to tuck the other shoulder under. Lifting your hips again as high as you can. Now lengthen the knees away from the body. Modified bridge. Release your hands, lowering yourself all the way back down. Untuck your shoulders. Lift your hips, shift your weight over to the left. Lengthen the right leg along the mat. Left foot to the right thigh. Right hand to the left knee. Bring the knee across your body. The hands there only for weight. Don't press down. Extend your left arm out to your side. If your neck is healthy, turn your gaze over your hand. Supine twist. Inhale, coming back to center. Change sides. Coming back to center. Soles of the feet on the mat. Lift your hips, centering yourself, lowering down. Feel hugging your right knee into your chest. Left leg runs along the mat. Change sides. Change legs. Release. Hug them both in together. Hug in tight while pressing your tailbone down. Release your feet to the mat, a little wider than hips distance apart. Let the knees fall in towards each other. Hands come to your tummy. Bring the soles of your feet together. Allow the knees to fall open. Hands come to your chest. Supta Baddha Konasana. Staying in Savasana if you don't have anywhere to go. Otherwise, bring your feet in, roll to one side or the other. Use your hands to push yourself up to simple cross-legged pose. Hands come to Anjali Mudra. We're going to finish with one big inhale, inhale and exhale, followed by 3 Oms. So begin. Namaste. Thank you for practicing with me. Well, I hope you had a great practice, and you come back to join me soon.